Welcome to the Smartacus Quiz 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz.
Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you who are gathered here today. We are here for Smartacus 2022, the Hindustan Times National Interschool Quiz for Indian students of classes 5 through 12. Today we are in the North Zonal rounds. And before us today are two very fine young teams from the Northern Zone of India. Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurugram and St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School from New Delhi. Delhi Public School represented by three fine young students who will introduce themselves to us one by one.
My hobbies are playing the piano, reading books, and exploring new technologies. When I first gave the Smartacus, I think in August, it was an interesting quizzing experience.
My name is Atya. I am from Delhi Public School, Gurgaon. I am in class 9. My hobbies are dancing and playing basketball. I enjoyed playing the Smartacus quiz very much for the first.
My name is Vrinda Bhatnagar and I am from BPS Sector 45. I am a science student in class 12 and I wish to be a doctor, and my hobbies include I don't have time for anything except studying really this year.
St. Mark's Senior Secondary Public School, New Delhi, beginning with their youngest member. Can you unmute and give us a short introduction?
I am Kian and I study in 5th class. My hobbies are to read books and singing.
Sir, I am Aryan Malik. Sir, I am from 8th class. And sir, my hobbies are reading books and playing cricket.
I am Aryan Malik and I study in St. Mark's School and I am in class 12 right now. I like to read mythological books, especially related to Greek, and I like to play esports.
For the toss today, we are using a standard 10 rupee coin, which you can see in front of me. I will now ask Rinda from Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurugram to take your pick, heads or tails.
I'll go with head.
Heads, alright. Let's do the toss. Tails is the call. Before we go any further, it is my duty to explain the rules of the game to you. Kian, all yours. What is your choice of topic for today?
I think inspiring castles, geography.
Inspiring castles in geography. Wow, courageous choice of topic, and he is not going for the low-hanging fruit on those green boxes. Let us take you to inspiring castles from the world of geography. Your first question coming up for 2 points is this. Bran Castle is a popular tourist attraction in Romania due to its association with which bloodthirsty character from literature? And your time starts now. 30 seconds is what you get. 10 seconds more, Kian. No negatives. Bloodthirsty character from literature.
I'll pass.
You will pass. Okay. Moving across to Aryaman and Aryavir. 15 seconds beginning now. What's your answer going to be? Five seconds to go. Aryaman and Aryavir, quickly. 2 seconds.
No idea.
No idea. All right. We will go across to Delhi Public School for the first steal from today. 15 seconds. What's the answer going to be?
Dracula.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay. So as team captain Vrinda, your answer is Bram Stoker's Dracula, is it? Let's take a look at the answer grid. This is Dracula. DPS picks up their first steal for today. That's 1 point. Very good going. Kian, your second question on inspiring castles is this. Neuschwanstein Castle is a fairy tale-like castle in the German Alps that inspired Walt Disney to create a famous structure or a building in Disneyland. Which popular Disneyland attraction, which is named after a famous Disney princess, are we talking about? Time starts now. This is for Kian only.
Pass.
Passing. All right. Let's go to your teammates. 15 seconds, Aryaman and Aryaveer. What castle is this, do you think, in Disneyland? Pulkit from DPS says Sleeping Beauty Castle. Take a look at the answer. It is indeed the Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland. What you see on the left there is the original Neuschwanstein Castle in the German Alps, which inspired Walt Disney. And what you see on the right is the Sleeping Beauty Castle in Disneyland, which is, as you can see, designed exactly on the lines of the German castle. Pulkit, can you unmute yourself and take your choice of topic from the grid?
Music.
Your first question on music is this. Identify this American singer, songwriter, and pianist who is the daughter of Pandit Ravi Shankar and has won a whopping 9 Grammy Awards so far. Your time starts now. That is her in the picture.
I don't know.
Not a problem. We will go to Adya and Vrinda. 15 seconds beginning now. What is your answer going to be?
This is Anushka Shankar.
Anushka Shankar.
Okay, Anushka Shankar, say the team in unison. That is one of the daughters of Pandit Ravi Shankar. Yes, but not this one. We will go to St. Mark's. St. Mark's, 15 seconds. What is her name?
Sir, I think she is Nora Jones.
Aryaveer, the captain from St. Mark's, very, very confidently saying she's Nora Jones, he thinks. Let's take a look at the answer slide. That is indeed Nora Jones. Pandit Ravi Shankar has 2 famous daughters who are both musicians. Anushka Shankar, who plays, like her father, who plays the sitar. She does not have 9 Grammys yet. But Nora Jones is his other daughter, who you saw on screen. She plays the piano. She is a singer and a songwriter as well. She has those 9 Grammys, and that was her in the picture. Let's go back to Pulkit and ask him the second question from music. She was the first musician ever to be awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. Just name her, Pulkit. That is an India Post stamp that came out in her honor in 2005.
Sir, is she MS Subbalakshmi?
Let's take a look at the answer slide. It is indeed MS Subbulakshmi, or MS as she was very fondly known, a legend in Indian Carnatic music, and some of her songs are like anthems to the people who love devotional music and classical music. Aryaman, can you unmute yourself and tell me your choice of remaining topics from the grid?
Sir, Indian wildlife.
Let's show him that box, Indian wildlife. The first of your questions, Aryaman, on Indian wildlife is this. 8 cheetahs from Namibia were released into the wild in September 2022 at which national park located in Madhya Pradesh? And your time starts now. Time is up. Aryaman, can you give me a guess now?
Sir, Aryaveer Desai.
All right, Aryaveer, we will pass to you as a team. Tell me what's your answer going to be.
Sir, I don't know, but I think it is Kuno National Park.
You think Kuno National Park. So this would be taken as a bonus pass from amongst the team. Let's take a look at the answer and see if you're right or we need to go to your opponents. It is indeed Kuno National Park in Madhya Pradesh. We will go back to your younger brother. Aryaman, please take, let's see, the second question from Indian Wildlife for you. This animal that you see on screen is actually an antelope with the scientific name Boselaphus tragocamelus. It also has another popular name in India that seems to describe it as a cattle species of a certain color, but that is actually a scientifically inaccurate name. So what is this common Indian name of this creature? And your time starts now.
Sir, Nilgai.
So you think that the color is blue and cattle is guy or cow. Let's take a look at the answer and see if you get 2 points for your team. Of course you do. This is the Nilgai, and Nil being blue, guy meaning cow, and it is not a species of cattle, it is a species of antelope. And because there's such a humorous situation that develops in Indian culture and society, even though it is an antelope and it is highly destructive to farms and agriculture, it is not endangered. But state governments are very afraid of giving orders to cull the population or kill the excess animals, because since it is named Guy, it is considered as cow slaughter by many people in Indian culture. So that's another humorous twist that happens in India. Adya, can you please unmute and take your pick of the remaining topics from the grid?
I will choose Indian festivals.
Your question on Indian festivals is this. This festival is celebrated in memory of the Vamana avatar of Lord Vishnu and the subsequent return of King Mahabali back to his kingdom. Which famous Indian festival am I talking about? Your time starts now.
I will pass.
You will pass. It passes to Pulkit and Rinda. Quickly, 15 seconds.
Sir, Onam.
Okay, Pulkit is rubbing his hands together because he remembers all the Onam Sadhya, which is those delicious food. Let's take a look at the answer slide and see if he is right. Of course he is. This is Onam, which celebrates the return of King Mahabali back to his kingdom, which is allowed to him once every year, and they celebrate it with a great deal of pomp and joy. 1 point to you. Adya, your second question on Indian festivals is this. Which dance is traditionally performed in Gujarat and elsewhere during the Navratri festival, whose name comes from the Sanskrit word for womb? And your time, Adya, begins now. Ten seconds more, Adya. What's your answer?
Garba.
Garba, you say. Let's take a look at the answer slide. It is indeed Garba. Garba, which comes from the Sanskrit Garbha, which is womb, and that is said to be one of the symbolisms behind this dance that is performed during Navratri. We will take a look at the scores at the end of 4 specialized topics here at Smartacus 2022. With 4 points is the team from St. Mark's Senior Secondary School, New Delhi. With a slight lead on the back of really good answering by their team is DPS Sector 45 Gurugram with 7 points. Aryavir Malik, what is your choice of specialized topics going to be from what you see alive on the grid?
Sir, Indian battlegrounds, history.
Your first question, Aryavir, on history and Indian battlegrounds is this. The site of this legendary battle from 1576, which is a narrow mountain pass about 44 kilometers away from Udaipur, is named for its yellow sandy soil that resembles turmeric when turmeric is crushed and becomes powder. Which location or which famous battle is being described? And your time starts now.
Sir, it is the Battle of Haldi Ghati.
Battle of Haldi Ghati. So are you guessing this from the year or from turmeric or what?
Sir, actually I know this.
Let's take a look at the answer slide. It is indeed the Battle of Haldi Ghati. That's 2 points to St. Mark's. Your second question is this. A village about 150 kilometers north of Kolkata on the Hooghly River gets its name from this tree that you see in the picture, which is called the Flame of the Forest in English. The tree is said to be a representation of Agni, the god of fire, and the vivid red flower that you see on screen is the state flower of Jharkhand. What is the name of this village which is inextricably linked to a famous battle in Indian history? And your time starts now. "13 seconds to go, Aryaveer. Famous battle in Indian history linked to the name of this village because that battle took place near this village."
Sir, I will pass.
Okay, you pass. We will go to Aryaman and Kian. Quickly, 15 seconds. What's the answer I'm looking for? No negatives. Take the name of a famous battle. And your time is up. Do we have an answer? No? We will go to DPS. Pulkit, Adya, Vrinda. Who is going to be the one to give me a steal guess? 9 seconds and counting.
Sir, Panipat, sir, I don't know.
Panipat. I think that was Pulkit who answered. Not the answer I'm looking for, so this will not be stolen as a point. Let's take a look at the answers. This is Palasi or Plasi. And of course, it comes from Palash, which is Butea monosperma. Palash or Palashi got anglicized to Plassey. And of course, everybody knows the Battle of Plassey in 1757, which is said to be perhaps the most important battle or event which cemented the hold of the English on India. Rinda, you have 3 topics remaining in the top grid. Which topic will you choose as your specialized one?
Indian Shakespeare movies.
Indian Shakespeare's. Question number 1, only from Rinda, is this. This Shakespearean tragedy was transported from Denmark to Kashmir by Vishal Bharadwaj in his film Haider, which starred Shahid Kapoor, Irfan Khan, K.K. Menon, Taboo, and Shraddha Kapoor. Which world-famous Shakespeare play am I talking about? And your time starts now.
The play is Hamlet.
All right, let's take a look at the answer slide. Of course it will. This is Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, which was the full title. And Haider is, of course, the Indian adaptation by Vishal Bharadwaj, a part of his Shakespeare trilogy, which started with Makbul, which was based on Macbeth, Omkara, which was based on Othello, and ended with Haider, which was based on Hamlet. Let us show you your second question and see if you can maximize your topic. The 1982 comedy Angur, directed by Gulzar, starring Sanjeev Kumar and Deven Verma in double roles of twins separated at birth, was an Indian retelling of which Shakespearean comedy? And your time starts now.
I'll pass.
You will pass.
A
Pulkit,
comedy of errors.
Pulkit is unmuting and saying a comedy of errors. Let's take a look at the answers. Of course, it is the comedy of errors. Very, very nice answer by Pulkit and very confident as well. It is my duty and honor to give out the scores at the end of 6 topics so that St. Mark's has a score of 6 at the end of 6 specialized topics between the 2 teams. Leading slightly at this stage is still the team from Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurugram, who are on 10 points. We will now go back to the team which won the toss, St. Mark's. All 3 of you will unmute now. You will play this live on camera and microphone as a team. Which one do you want to pick and play as a team?
I think we should go with my word literature.
Question number 1 to be played as a team by the team from St. Mark's is this. This 3-letter word, this word has 3 letters. This 3-letter short word was announced as the word of the year 2021 by the Oxford English Dictionary after, and this is their description, after it injected itself into the bloodstream of the English language in 2021.
Sir, I know the answer.
Yes, Aryaveer, if you want, you can give out the answer.
Sir, our final answer is VAX, VAX.
Your final answer is VAX. Let us quickly go across and take a look at the answer slide. It is indeed VAX, short for vaccine. And what a beautiful answer is this to play. 2 points to St. Mark's. We will go on to the second question from literature, my word, which is for St. Mark's. This is your question. The Collins Word of the Year 2021 was a 3-letter abbreviation of a unique digital identifier that records ownership of a digital asset. Identify this 3-letter abbreviation, which is always in the news these days. And your time starts now.
Final answer is NFT.
Your final answer
Non-fungible
is
tokens.
NFT. All right, let's see the answer. This is indeed NFT, non-fungible token is what it stands for. 2 points will be yours. We will go back to Delhi Public School, who don't really have a choice because there's only one specialized topic remaining on the top grid. Your first question on world cuisine is this. Doro 1, which is stewed chicken over injera bread, is a national dish of which East African country, whose flag you see there, which is also considered to be the place from which modern human beings arose. Then it's an 8-letter country name. Your time starts now.
Sir, can I answer? I know this.
Pulkit, if your team captain agrees, you can answer.
Yeah, Pulkit, you can.
Is it Ethiopia? Like it is a 8-letter word, and
Let's take a look and see if your logic gives you 2 points. It is Ethiopia. That's a good 2-pointer. And that smile on the face of your team captain says it all. Ethiopia, that flag that you saw there was the Ethiopian flag. And Ethiopia famous for long distance runners at the Olympics and a host of other things. 2 points to you. Let's go back to your second question, which is this. On a menu in a Chinese restaurant, what name is given to a successive selection of small portions of different foods? And this name in Chinese means heart's delight. And your time starts now.
I don't know.
I'm not aware of it either.
Take a guess, no negatives. Heart's delight. What Chinese name comes to mind? Time is up. DPS, I need an answer. Take a guess.
I think it could be dim sum.
What is your final answer as a team? Brinda.
Yeah, we'll just go with dim sum.
Let's take a look at the answer slide. It is dim sum, and Adya comes up with a cracker of an answer on Chinese cuisine. These are called dim sums. Dim sum in Chinese means heart's delight. A very, very nice answer by Adya. And it also brings us to the end of 8 specialized topics, as you can see on that grid. Let's hope you keep this going in the last segment of today's quiz, which is the mystery boxes. The team which won the toss at the beginning, which is St. Mark's, will be the team which chooses the mystery box that they want to play. So St. Mark's, Aryavir Malik as team captain, which mystery box would you like to play?
And the first.
Your first question from the mystery box is this. The Australians call them gum trees. Koalas eat the leaves of these trees almost exclusively as their main diet. What do we call them in India?
Eucalyptus tree.
All right, take a look at the answer. Eucalyptus trees is correct. Very, very nice going. And let's take them quickly to question number 2 in their mystery box. Which Indian state was formerly ruled by a dynasty whose monarchs or kings held the title of Chogyal? And your time starts now. Talk to each other, talk to each other. 10 seconds more. Which Indian state am I talking about?
Then I think it is Sikkim.
Let's take a look at the answer since the question will not pass. It is Sikkim. That's 2 more points on the board for St. Mark's. The third and last of your questions in today's quiz, Marks, unless of course you go into a tiebreaker. The last of your questions from your mystery box for St. Mark's Senior Secondary School, New Delhi is this. During the Black Death in 15th and 16th century Europe, only 1/3 of the population died due to plague, ships that came into port in Italy were forced to wait outside for 40 days before they were allowed to dock. Which English word, which is derived from the Italian word for 40, is this practice said to be the origin of? And that word has become common all over the world due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Your time starts now. Hands on screen.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the answer is quarantine.
You're thinking answer quarantine. That's Aryaman who's answering this, the younger of brothers. All right. Let's take you to the answer slide. Quarantine is correct from the Italian for 40. So it was known as the period of quarantine where the ships had to wait outside port for 40 days to see if anybody was sick and if anybody was getting better. And only after that were they allowed to come into port. St. Mark's Senior Secondary School, New Delhi, have maximized their mystery box. They have picked up the full 6 points from their mystery box. Let us now shift the focus back to Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurugram. Question 1 from your mystery box is this. The positive or negative designation or symbol in a person's blood type refers to which factor, usually represented with 2 letters and named for the monkey species in which it was first observed. Your time DPS begins now.
The answer is rhesus species of monkey. RH.
RH, which stands for the rhesus species of monkey. I remember you are in 12th, you are appearing for your boards and you're interested in science because you want to be a doctor. Let's see if all of that has led you to the right answer. Of course, it has RH factor in blood. So you're either A positive or A negative, B positive or B negative. The positive there is actually ARH positive, which stands for the rhesus factor, so named because the people who were studying blood first discovered this in the blood of rhesus macaque monkeys, a very handsome specimen of a rhesus that you see on screen. Your second question, DPS, is this. The movie Chakda Express, featuring Anushka Sharma, is a biopic on which former captain of the Indian national women's cricket team. She recently announced her retirement from international cricket and also holds the record for taking the most number of wickets in women's one-day international cricket. Your time begins.
Jhulan Goswami.
All right. They could not wait for me to finish reading out. Let's take a look at the answer. They have said Jhulan Goswami. 2 ladies in their team. There was no way they were going to get this wrong. Jhulan Goswami, called the Chakda Express and also called the Bengal Tigress because she is from that part of India. Let's take a look at your third question. This world-famous company was named for the brothers who began making antiseptic surgical dressings way back in 1885. It develops medical devices, pharmaceuticals, as well as consumer packaged goods. It was controversially in the news in recent times due to court cases which alleged that one of their most popular products contained asbestos, which caused cancer. Which world-famous company am I talking about? Your time starts now, DPS.
My guess is Glenmark. I'm guessing it's Glenmark.
Other team members, your captain is guessing Glen. You need to contribute and say what you are thinking.
Can you be louder?
But we have 18 points, so...
You just try. Don't focus on the points right now.
Yes.
The captain being very captainy right now. All right, time is up. DPS, what is your official answer?
We'll go with Glenmark.
You will go with Glenmark. All right, Glenmark Pharma is indeed named for 2 brothers, Glenn Saldana and Mark Saldana.
Yes.
The company was founded by their father and he named it after his 2 sons. But the company was not founded in 1885. It's an Indian company which was founded in the 1900s. So let's take, you don't get points for this. I want to take a look at the answer slide. So let's take a look at the answer. This was Johnson & Johnson, whose baby powder was said to contain asbestos, which led to cervical cancer in women and cancer in the babies as well. No points to you. These were the Johnson brothers, and that is why J&J or Johnson and Johnson was the answer we were looking for. That brings us to the end of what has been a thriller here in the North Zone. That grid is looking like a battlefield. It is my pleasure as Quizmaster here at Smartacus 2022 to give you the scores at the end of this North Zone knockout. Finishing up on 16 points is the team from St. Mark Senior Secondary School, New Delhi. They won the toss, gave some really good answers, and they finished with 16 points, which is a very good score for today. The winner is Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurugram. These kids were keeping score, and at the end of that last question, one of their team members said, "Take a guess, it doesn't matter, we are on 18 points." That made sure that I had to recheck my score as well. 18 is correct. Delhi Public School winning today's North Zone knockout at Smartacus 2022 with a score of 18. Congratulations, Delhi Public School Sector 45 Gurugram, led by Rinda Bhatnagar, Adya Gupta and Pulkit Sabarwal. Congratulations. I will see you in the next phase of the North Zone knockouts. Aryaman Malik, and Kian Malecha, commiserations and well played, all three of you. I know you're a very good team, so don't let this dampen your enthusiasm for quizzing. I know you will come back stronger next year and give us a much better performance, maybe even go on and be in the nationals as well. But for now, this is me, Megasham Shirorkar, and the entire team at HT School saying good afternoon and God bless. We will see you very soon in yet another thrilling round of knockouts in the zonal phase of Smartacus 2022. Thank you all of you, and it has been an absolute delight bringing this quiz to you. Thank you.